Yes, people, welcome back. Happy New Year. Back with a bang, people. Back to the What's Going On podcast. Welcome to Normski TV. If you're new, please hit that like button, subscribe and share on the road to 400. Thank you to all those that have subscribed in the last couple of weeks to see the numbers rising. I really appreciate that, doing the rounds on different channels and everything, collaborating with other, content creators, and it's been good. And obviously now I've added to this my match reactions, and you probably would have seen a couple of them after the games that we had. And bro, we got a lot to talk about. We've got a lot to unpack, and the gang, or one of the gang, is back with me. I'm not too sure. I know JP's not going to be with us tonight, so I'm not too sure about the rest of the guys. They haven't said whether they're going to be on or not, but if they are, I'm sure they will join us. And obviously Mr. Loyal, Mr. Big D is in the green room. So listen, without further ado, I'm going to introduce him. Let me bring him in. Yo.
I think we are Adidas brothers today.
Yo. Yeah, man. Adidas brothers. I don't know about mud. We're definitely not mud brothers at the moment. We could be soon. You know what I mean?
You guys are good, man. You guys are good,
bro. Listen to me, man. Listen, we've got so much to unpack, people. Listen. The last time we had a live show was back on the 18th of December. Yeah. So the gang, took a couple of weeks out to enjoy themselves, and listen. Before we actually go into our show tonight. As I said, we've got a lot to talk about. Big D, tell me about your yours, man, and your Christmas, man, spent on the seas, man.
Yeah, man. Yeah, cruising the med and all that, Norm.
Yeah.
First of all, Happy New Year to everybody, because we haven't seen anybody since the New Year. So Happy New Year to all the followers and subscribers. Hope the season was kind to you and you got to rest and do some family things and then chill out. Me and the missus, we did the whole Mediterranean thing for Christmas, man. The cruise, it was good. P&O Ferries, big up P&O Ferries. Shout them out, should I say?
Yeah.
Took good care of us. It was fun, man. It was nice.
Yeah.
I had a slight mishap. I was trying to relive my youth, Norm. I'll go onto the top deck and I'm hitting some golf balls, which is, I'm a golfer, so that's cool.
Yeah.
And then I look over in the court.
Wait, actually, are you eating into the sea?
No, you hit into a net. Yeah.
Oh, I was going to
say. So it's just like you're at the driving range, but
you're
just hitting into the net. So
right.
I'm doing that, and then I say, there's a basketball there. Let me go shoot some hoops and messing about. Sheena come over. I said she's gonna film, and she went, I missed it. Do it again. I did it again. Pop. I said, oh my god! I think I just tore my Achilles a little bit, but the pain was nuts, mate.
Really?
So as I landed funny.
Wow.
So I did the move, did the fadeaway jump shot, banked it in, nice shot, and then when I landed, she just put it on video, and she's laughing her head up at me. And like I'm in pain, I limped back to the cabin.
Yeah.
But I got through the holiday, man. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
it took a few days just to be able to put real pressure on it, but I was all right. I still enjoyed it.
How long was it, the holiday?
We did 8 nights.
Okay, cool.
Yeah, so it was good. Yeah, so
I saw a couple of your pictures in your tux, and we did the captain's dinner, then tuxedos for the Christmas dinner as well. So we did 2 dinners of dressing up, so that's nice. Yes, Jay.
Yay! I know. I'll have to send you the video, Norm, so you can have a laugh, mate.
No, definitely. I definitely have to watch that. Yeah, I'm definitely really looking forward to that, bro. But, you know what I was saying to Jay? We have to do a little thing. Is it next year? I think is it the General Assembly in America? So we're is it next year, 2026, and
is it
do a Caribbean cruise? So, bro, keep that open. It'll be sometime in August. So
August,
man. So but we'll chat after.
Yeah, man. But we were back for the New Year's. Got to catch up with a few people, straight back into work on the 1st. Which is a mad culture shock, boy. When you've been off for a few weeks, your body just goes into a different way of wanting to move, and then it was just like back on it, man. I was like, okay, here we go, 2025. So we're here, Norm.
Yeah, man.
Some didn't make it, but we're here.
Yeah, man. I mean, I my last day at work was on the 19th. of December, and then obviously I celebrate my birthday on the 20th. Went out for a meal, Chinese meal, and everything nice. And the missus looked after me, so yeah, it was all good.
Stuff,
and yeah, man, I went back to work on the 3rd of January. So man, you know what I mean, just counting the days down, man. You know what I mean, eating those turkey sandwiches and cashew nuts. You know them way.
You know already.
No, but yeah, no, it's all good. But look, there's some blessings, man. We made it into 2025.
Yeah, man.
You know, and listen, first of all, condolences go out to family. Just recently, 14-year-old. It was all on Sky News in Woolwich. 14-year-old boy getting stabbed. Again, man. You know what I mean? You know, you go into 2025 thinking, everything's cool, and then you hear that news, man. Down Woolwich Church Street. You know Woolwich Church Street? I don't know
know what you mean. Yeah.
Around them sides, man. So, bro, it's close to home, brother.
Yeah,
you know what I mean? Too many young people losing their lives, man. Put down the knives, man. Down the knives, man, and man, find a ball, kick a ball. You know what I mean?
Do something
positive. You know what I'm saying? That's, you know what I mean. Thank God, my son. You know what I mean? He's doing his thing and doing his editing and whatever. He's 19. You know what I mean? So blessings. You know what I mean?
That's it, man. Yeah.
But yeah, man. You know, obviously we've talked about our excursions and our hiatus away from but a lot has gone under the bridge in terms of football. And if you notice the background, I got the nice yellow background because you know what it is. It's transfer season, my friend.
You know the ones.
Transfer season. The January window is back open. Yes, we saying AFC, man.
Yes, Craig. Big up yourself, man.
Big up yourself, man. Happy New Year. It's been a long time, but obviously you've obviously seen me on other shows, so yeah, it is what it is, man. But big up to you. Always loyal to the show, and man, I'm gonna have to work it out to make you into a mod. You know what I mean? Because you've been there from the beginning, brother. So I'm gonna have to get my son to sort that out, bro. But listen, man, big up to you, brother, and big up to your family. And I hope you had a great Christmas and obviously Happy New Year, my friend. Happy New Year. Yeah, so D, the transfer window is open.
Yeah.
And some of us let me just tell you what's obviously on the menu tonight. You know, I've got my menu out. So first of all, we know what's on the course. The starter course is the Prem review and your player rating. So we're going to be talking about our respective clubs and how they've gotten. And obviously, since the last time we played or did our show, we've played 4 games. Yeah.
Just like that.
You're looking at 12 points. So are we shedding how many points each of our respective clubs have got? Some people might need to do this.
Ours is a struggle.
I will share that. I will definitely share that. And listen, Ref Watch, a lot of controversy. Ref Watch. You got the Saliba situation. You got the lit. Was that a handball? You know, we'll talk a little bit about that. So much to talk about, so much to unpack. And then obviously another subject matter, and this is Kofi Slot. You know, we're talking about Kofi Slot here. He's not here to defend his 3 stooges or 3 musketeers, because like these guys have still not locked down their contract. You know, they now can talk to other clubs. Real Madrid are doing something like that, bro. Yeah, they're sniffing around, mate. They're sniffing around. PSG has been linked with Mo Salah. Listen, I heard that they want to be giving this guy something like 500k a week. Yeah.
Well, PSG.
That's what I heard. I heard, man. You know what I mean?
Wow.
Obviously, Liverpool, they're at an impasse. And again, Mo Salah's come out after a game, literally after I don't think it was even the Man United game. It was the game before that. And he basically said, like, we're still no way further forward. So his future's uncertain. Virgil just keeping quiet. And Moses even had a little dig at Jamie Carragher. Sent out things.
Yeah, I saw that.
Jamie said, look, listen, all I just said is that, listen, Trent and Mo, you should take a leaf out of Virgil. He's just keeping quiet. Because Carragher wants the club to focus on, winning the league rather than having this. But listen, it's there. There's a lot of noise going on. And obviously, as Trent tapped out, that's why if you saw as Thames tapped out on the pool, after that disastrous performance against your side. And mate, D, I didn't expect your side to go to Liverpool and get a result like you almost won it.
Toe to toe with him.
If Slabhead just kept it down, but I don't know
But
whether he was offside or no, that. So we will talk about that as well. You know what I mean?
Right. Yeah.
And let me just finish with this, and we'll come into what do clubs need to do in this very pivotal January window. Yeah. You know, I know your club needs. I definitely know my club needs. Yeah. We need strikers, man. We need attacking players, brother. Yeah. Because what I saw yesterday. Right? Yeah, I'm gonna address that, brother. I'm gonna address that, you understand? And obviously the last one is the what's going on prediction results, game week 17, 18, 19, and 20 table. Yeah, so there's a lot to and show. So we'll see where we are at. And also obviously you're gonna do the shout out for the what's going on fantasy Prem shout out. Mr. Big D will be doing that later on. So listen, first of all, where do I want to start? Let's talk about your game, Big D. A lot of people saw that game as literally going to be Liverpool literally taking you guys apart. The last time you went there, 7-0. You got beaten this year. Was it 3-0 when they came to your ground?
Yeah,
3-0, something like that. So we was expecting a beatdown based on your form. And just before we do go into that, D, I'm just going to interest you with some form in terms of how our teams have been performing over the last 4. No, I didn't. What? Please enlighten me, Jay. Enlighten me. What do you mean? No, I didn't. But anyway, I don't know what she's talking about. I don't know if she was texting somebody else or she actually put it in the chat. But please enlighten us, people. Yeah, enlighten us. Hold on 2 seconds. Oh, basically, my daughter was saying that that they knew that Man U was going to turn up. You know what I mean? So so that's what my daughter was saying, basically. But listen, let's talk about the form over the last 4 games. Yeah. It looks like Ez is on his way, so we'll be talking about that. Interesting, because Ez would not commit to saying that they were title challengers. But
no, we wouldn't. No,
he may have a point.
He was reluctant.
He may have a point, and I'm going to tell you why. He may have a point. So form over the last 4 games out of 12 points. Yeah. So we had our last show on the 18th, and then obviously the Christmas period, a very busy period.
Yeah, that's right.
Still living in a very busy period because January, Arsenal are playing 9 games. Yeah, we play you Sunday, and you must be jumping at the bits.
What is this, FA Cup on Sunday?
FA Cup, yeah. You're coming to the Emirates. Yeah. You must be jumping at the bits, brother, because what you saw yesterday, you need to talk with chess, man. Yeah, come on,
This is the thing. It's that Jack from hard football that they've put on me. And it's like, what Man United shows up. And yeah, like Jancy said, I think that rivalry with Liverpool is such a rivalry. Because I think the 7-0, and Liverpool fans were enough this, it was a freak result.
It was.
Everything that could have gone wrong.
Wasn't even playing well up to that point.
Yeah, everything that could have gone wrong in that game did go wrong in that game.
Yeah.
But, but Liverpool are clearly, they're there. They're a way better team than we are. That even with that manager coming in, as a new manager, he's still coming to a team that was doing pretty well. Not a team like what disjointed like us. So yeah, I actually said if I can get out there with a point, I'd be happy, and I did get out there with a point. So for that, I'm grateful because I thought if we get slapped, it's just that's relegation form, and I still think the form is relegation form in terms of what we have done to that point. Yeah, it hasn't been great. You know what I mean? And not scoring either. Scoring 2 at Liverpool was a big deal because we blanked 3 game weeks. We blanked. So like what you were saying, the striker thing is real for us.
Well, listen, let's just sort of tell you what the form was of our respective teams, and I want to include one surprise team in that as well. And I want you to guess who that team is. So I don't want you to look at the table or anything. Yeah, but I want you to tell me who that team is that's done it. You might know already, but let's just test your little football knowledge. And anybody in the chat, so don't look at the chat, Big D. Just hear me.
No. I haven't got chat on, you know.
So cool. Right. So
Oh,
listen.
yeah.
Okay. So listen, let's start with obviously Liverpool, top of the table, you know, got a game in hand. If they win that, they go 9 points clear of us. At the moment, they're currently 6 points. Obviously, they go to play Everton sometime in February. So we'll see what happens there. Yeah. But over the last 4 games, so Liverpool have acquired 10 points out of a possible 12 in their last 4 games. Okay. Arsenal, surprisingly enough, the way we've been playing, around football, pragmatic football, and break football, fossil football, you want to name it. That's how we've been playing, my brother. We've actually acquired 10 points from our last 4 games. So people will look at that and say, yo, you know, what you're moaning about? But man, I need to moan, because there's certain games in that run where we should have come away and won that. You understand? Or should I say a certain game? But listen, it's typical Arsenal. Then Chelsea. Listen to this one, D. Chelsea in their last four games, how many points do you think they've acquired?
In the last 4?
Yeah, without looking at how many points do you think they've acquired in their last 4 games since our live podcast? 4. So you're saying out of 4 games, out of 12, they've acquired how many? 4 points.
4 points.
Okay.
No, 5 points. I think they've won 2 draws, right?
Okay. I think
about 5 points or thereabouts.
Let me enlighten you. 2 points.
Wow. They haven't won in 4 games. I'm not keeping up. Wow. I thought they won and drawn 2. Lost 1.
Nope.
Wow.
Nope.
Yo,
basically, they lost 3 and drew 1.
Lost 3.
Sorry. Lost 2 and drew 2. Is that right?
Yeah. 2 points. Yeah. Wow.
Okay. Spurs. Chile. Where's Chile? Yeah. I sent him the link. Where he comes on or not, I don't know. I don't know if he's a Liverpool supporter. I know he's ducked out. He's done away with Man City now, so he couldn't care less now. You know what I'm trying to say? Big up Junior, man. What you saying,
big
bro?
up yourself, man.
Big up yourself, brother. Big up yourself. Spurs in their last 4 games, how many points do you think they've acquired?
4.
1. 3 losses and 1 draw.
Spurs lost 3 times. I think, when you're traveling, right? You're not man.
That's why I thought, let me answer you, because when you left, certain teams were doing okay, certain teams you know what I mean?
Okay.
Yeah, okay. So that was Spurs. Okay. Man U, in your last 4 games, how many points do you think you acquired? You should get this one.
I think it's 4.
4 points?
Yeah, I think it's 4.
1.
In the last 4 games, man.
Yep.
Oh no, yeah, you're right. Because we gone 3 and then the draw at Liverpool, didn't we? Yeah, you're right. Yeah.
Yeah, because if you lost that would have been 4 straight losses, brother. Yeah, that's why I was saying it was peak. That's why I was saying, bro, your form, and the teams that are beating you, bro.
That's right, because 2-0 to Newcastle.
Yep.
3-0 to Bournemouth.
Yeah, and was it Wolves?
Yeah, Wolves done us as well, I think.
Yeah.
And then 2-2.
They beat you 2-0. I think they beat you 2-0 at their ground, didn't it?
Yeah. So 2-0, 3-0.
And bro,
2-0.
The way I saw Amram, boy, on that touchline, his short trousers getting even shorter. Scratching his head. Bro, the man looked I mean, he looked at that and said, what? The look on his face is like, what have I got myself into? But listen, we will dissect your game a little bit more and maybe just sort of look at the reason why, your form is like that and shed some light as the reasons why you're playing like that. Is Ruben getting his ideas over or not? We'll have to wait and see.
Yeah.
So Manu, so D, a little trivia for you. Yeah, a little bit of a trivia for you. All right. There's a team, in the league, all right, that has won 4 games on the bounce. As a matter of fact, they've won 6 games on the bounce. Yeah. But there's the clue. They've won 4 games on the bounce. Since we've had our last stream to this point, they've won 4 games on the bounce. People, if you're in here, hit that like button, subscribe, and share if you are new.
That's been Nottingham Forest, isn't it? Yeah.
Brother.
Nuno is cooking, you know.
The last game. Listen, he's cooking. Nuno
is cooking. Oh my
Nuno
gosh.
went to Wolves. Yeah. The football was absolutely brilliant. Let me bring in Mr. Money Ez.
Money.
Yeah, bro.
Yes, sir. What you saying, bro?
How you doing, gentlemen? How you doing?
All good, mate. All good.
Happy New Year.
Happy New Year, my friend. You know what I mean?
Man.
It's been a long hiatus, 2 weeks off,
Yeah.
We have to do that. Sometimes we need to just take time. But
Yeah,
man, I didn't stop working, man. I was on people's streams. I was doing match reactions. The work has to go on, my friend. I was on Lee Gunner's show last night, brother. Yeah,
Man, like Lee Gunner,
and invite me on his show, bro. Yeah, so got a personal invite. It was called the emergency meeting, so I had to go on there.
Yeah. I imagine he was losing his mind.
It was bad. He was losing his mind, brother. He was losing his mind.
He's not a fan of Arteta.
But before we go into your game, Ez, just as we're going around the table, advanced DA's done his lovely Mediterranean cruise and all of that.
Yeah.
How was your Christmas and how was your New Year?
Yeah, man. Christmas was good, man. It was extra food because I'd done family, both sides, in-laws, as well as my own. So I'm even done a little bit of a friends Christmas get together. So food everywhere, man. Food. And then smack bang, 2nd of Jan, back to work. So
in between all of that, did you get down to the gym as well?
No gym for me, man. Nah.
The only gym you was doing is eating that.
Yeah, man. I was on a seafood diet. You get me?
Yeah, just swallow shit, man.
Seafood diet.
Seafood diet, man. You see food and eat it. That was it. You know what I mean?
Seafood and yamming. Yeah. So listen. So Ez, I will come back to you because you have been quite consistent in the old year, and you've been quite consistent in the new year. And he said, "I told you so. I told you so." But we'll come to you in a minute, my friend. We'll come to you.
Right,
so, Big D,
right.
talk to me about your game. Listen, I thought, personally speaking, that you was going to go to Liverpool and get slap up. So, talk me through your game, bro.
Yeah, I would say like the first 20 minutes was kind of very cat and mousey as you expected. And then there was a point where we was getting peppered a little bit. And I was like, yo, and we held out. So going into half time at 0-0, I was having a bit of thank God for that, man. You know what I mean? I think Anana pulled a couple of saves. That saved one with his foot, with his leg, which was he's actually going the wrong way, but a bit of a David De Gea save where he's got his leg out there and blocked it, and then I just thought going in at half time, just felt like there's a bit of confidence there, and then because the narrative leading up to it was on the form leading to that game, like this is just going to be a Liverpool just got to put the kit on and go onto the pitch and it's over. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And I think we actually ruined the back pages with that draw because they had a knife out for Amrin. Trust me on that one with that system and the way he's trying to implement it and sticking to his guns. I do feel that he can make some tweaks within that system, but we actually could have won the game at the end, which was wild. And I think if we had smashed and grabbed right at the dying end of the game, that would have been hilarious for the back page.
Listen.
Wow.
If you watch the sideline, you'll see the sideline where Amrin and his assistant just go to their knees and Onana literally falls on his back. He just falls on his back.
You know when your little Alessandro, your little
that goal was
scored that goal. I was like, what?
That's a striker's finish. By the way, my striker can't do what Martinez just done. Yeah.
Oh wow!
I thought I put that in there. Continued. Ignore me.
Here we go. Yeah,
the funny thing with the Martinez goal as well, Norm.
No, but it's tapping out on Jackson. I thought Jackson was doing the business, man.
Not me.
Nah,
I was
struggling,
he's the man. Never
struggling.
Not me. No,
man. If you look at the Leacher goal, my thing was, what is he doing there? As in, what is he doing all the way up the pitch there as a left-sided centre back? But you know what? He did what he had to do, man. And by the celebrations, I'm going to assume that his missus or girlfriend is pregnant because he put the ball on his belly and his belly. Like that goal was for the one inside the womb or whatever. But and I think that lifted us. I think the Delit handball that disappointed me, man. Because I'm like, what's he supposed to do there? Like, just take the ball in his face.
Yeah.
Because it's not like he put two hands up. It was just a one hand, weren't it? And he's in motion as well. It's not like he was. I know the defenders.
Because the thing, they played on, and I thought, oh, you might have got away with it. I was thinking, oh, maybe you got away with it.
I thought it was soft, Norm.
But from the time, you know, what's the name? VAR says go and look at the thing.
Yeah,
you know they're going to give it. Bro.
You knew giving it, yeah.
Yeah, I mean, listen, it is what it is, and you're just thinking, right, that's it. You know what I mean? 2-1 to the Liverpool. You know,
because we're trying to help you out, Norm. We're trying to beat them and help you out.
Yeah.
And the referee said, "Nah, you're not helping out Arsenal. Sorry, guys, I'm giving." Because, like you said, the moment it goes to the screen, you're like, "It's giving it."
Yeah.
And every time I'm watching it, even the pundits were saying, "Oh, they understand why he gave it." But in a game like this magnitude, it's a soft penalty. And Salah don't miss many. Not being funny, he don't miss any. You know what I mean? That's why he's on penalties, because he don't really.
What is it?
I think he's missing one this year.
Is that 17 and 13 GA? Or is it?
Right, it's some strippiness, isn't it? Yeah. And so to obviously go down and get the equaliser, it just showed some character that we hadn't been seeing.
Yeah.
And so, as much as I've been bashing them, I actually thought, you know what, to come out of Anfield with a point, with the form, like you say, 3 losses leading up to that point.
Yeah.
And some of them at home, some of them were home.
I mean, the defending from Liverpool was a little bit suspect, you know what I mean?
Yeah. But Konate came back in, didn't he, Norm?
Yeah,
he went out and then he came back in. So So maybe a bit of rust from Konate. I thought Diego Dallo absolutely roasted on toast.
And we will
come to avocado and a poached egg on top, you know what I mean? It was like, oh, go out there, Trent. Is his head turned? His manager said
he was not at the races.
His head's
bro.
not turned.
We will come on and discuss him. You know what I mean? But look, a fantastic point. Obviously, your manager after the game, you know, after he spoke, you know, in the press conference, he was not happy. He said, "I'm not happy." And the fact that he wasn't happy was the fact is, why weren't your team doing this in the other games? Yeah, and so he was frustrated in that post-match. He said, I'm not happy. I'm not happy with a point. Yeah, and as I said, you could have gone on and won it. Oh, Jay said earlier in the chat that you know, Virgil van Dijk could have won it for Liverpool down the other end, but I thought that was the only last chance. But maybe you might be right, because I didn't kind of like see the Virgil van Dijk one. But you know, I think if Harry buries that one, Liverpool don't come back and get an equaliser. I think that game's done. If Harry buries that one. But like you say, some people said that Xerxes should have shot, but I thought he's trying to shoot through 2 defenders and a goalie, when Harry could have just, if he kept it down, that's going in. Yeah. From there. But you know, like it bubbled, and they were saying because of the way Xerxes passed it, the ball bubbled, it bounced twice in front of him. And that's why they're saying he should have shot. But I actually know why Xerxes did that, because if he had shot and just say it scuffed it or sliced it, again the abuse comes. So he's like, Harry's right there, just give it him. So I mean, they were saying that the actual Anfield pitch weren't. I mean, it snowed, didn't it? And I mean, there was a possibility that they were gonna sort of call the game off. That was the rumor, but obviously it didn't happen. You could see all the snow was piled up on the side. There was a couple of times, Delo and Amadou was one of them fell on their face. I can't remember who it was.
That's right. Yeah,
it might have been.
Because like there was bubbles in the pitch, like lumps in the pitch where it's just...
This is where these footballers are so privileged, man. You see these guys that have come through the system and been playing on carpet since 6 years old. Right. You know what I mean? When you got them man there like Mane and them man there that used to play on like barefoot football, and then they come into the pro football, they ain't bothered about no pitch and bobbling and just get on with it. And that's why there's some excuses that are ridiculous. Harry Maguire plays football every day.
Yeah, exactly.
Even if he's not a natural striker,
he should have put that way in.
He should do better.
Yeah. From there,
it's simple as that.
I don't believe it.
Because it literally on a plate for him, wasn't it?
Yeah, it was. Because then I know we're not at your match yet, Norms, but then when we start getting to the science of football, you hear about managers talk about the different ball and it floats more. And I think there's players that should just be doing better. Simple.
Yeah.
No matter what the circumstance.
I actually don't know in football if the two captains are, do they pick the ball or is it the ref? Because
I think that's a ref. It's a ref.
Is it? Because I'll tell you, you see in the NBA, the two captains have a feel and a bounce of the ball before tip off, and they decide, we're playing with this one. So it'd be interesting whether after Arteta's thing, I think whether he says, why can't the captains have a feel of the ball and decide whether we can play with this ball? Because like I say, he's done in basketball for sure.
Arteta's just clutching at straws, brother. That's what he's doing.
Yeah, unfortunately.
Arteta out. Yeah, Arteta out. Yeah, Kroenke's out. And just leave the set piece coaching. Yeah, you can say wow, you ain't convincing this, bro. Yeah, people are changing, man. People are starting to realize that this guy is a fraud. Well, but we'll come on to that, brother. Don't worry about that.
Yeah.
We'll come on to that. But listen, it was a great point. Could have won it at the end.
Yeah,
Big D. Yeah. Obviously, the manager is frustrated with your players. Like Bruno's come out and said the sort of same thing. Why can't we produce this kind of, going into games? Go on the pitch and. Wolves. Wolves are beating you. You should be beating Wolves. You man for man, you've got better players. Yeah. Why is it that you can't, go there and put in that kind of performance? And as I said, the pressure was, on you guys to, go to go. And it's as I say, it's typical of Man U anyway, because they always tend to raise their games. You know what I mean? Same thing with Man City. Yeah, they were 1-0 down. They come back and won that game 2-1.
But we should have had you on though, because I think most United fans would rather Arsenal walk away with this one than Liverpool. You know what I mean? So I think as a team, we should have done you a favour and actually won at Anfield, because then it just puts the cats back among the pigeons again, doesn't it?
Yeah. I mean, look, listen. Whilst it's mathematically, possible. Yeah, sure, everybody's pretty much in the race, including Chelsea. So yeah. Including
Norman Chelsea. Just got his fishing rod there.
He just dangling it out, boy.
Yeah. Everyone see that fishing rod Norman's got? Yeah.
Really.
A bit of good bait on it, some jerk chicken on the end of it, and Ezra's just got to yam it.
No, but listen, No, but listen, look. Obviously the controversial. Well, I wouldn't call it controversial. Some people saying it wasn't a handball, and I think was it quite close proximity, or I can't remember. I'm just trying to sort of.
Just the thing is, it was kind of. It's like his hand was stuck out trying to flag a taxi down. You know what I mean? Just came at him. His hand was quite close to his body, and I just think I'm not sure where he's supposed to get out of the way of that ball. I
think the problem is there was no reason for his hand to be away from his body. Now, I'm not saying that that's not a natural position, but when you've put your hand out, made yourself bigger, that's the problem. I'm not saying it's not a natural thing.
Right. Yeah,
it is natural.
But he's moving himself bigger, and he's moving with his arms, isn't he?
But this is where they teach you in academy to put your hands behind your back.
Yeah.
But then it's how quickly your natural, goes into that. It's not always.
I think there's so many different, because they keep changing from year to year. What is an handball and what ain't an handball? So everybody's still kind of confusing.
I reckon if he was jumping for a header, then he would have got away with that. Because that's right. I understand that you can't jump without moving your arm. But where he was planted and he's moved, that's it's so unlucky, man. It's one of them.
And I think both goals, De Ligt was at fault for both goals, pretty much. I think, from what I understand.
Yeah. Well, was it De Ligt? I'm trying to think who gave away the ball for the I can't remember who. Someone gave away the ball initially to start their first equaliser before they scored before the Salah penalty. Yeah, I can't remember who gave away the ball now, but the ball was given away in midfield as usual, and then it was a whole
Yeah, I'm trying to think who gave.
I can't remember either.
I can't remember. But I'll tell you, had a good game though, Bruno. The man was playing like a man possessed.
Yeah, but he dropped it back into the sixth, didn't he? And I think that's where he's better for me. Yeah, I just think let him stay disciplined, play him in a position where he can stay disciplined. This open rock, even when he plays in one of the 10s, it's all over the shop. You're like, bro, you can't do a one-man press.
We're saying sentiments, man. Big up to you, bro.
Big up yourself,
Happy New Year, my friend. Happy New Year.
I'm actually happy that he's being made to play that 6 at time along with Garty, who's one of our.
He's doing quite well for you.
Yeah, definitely. He's settled in now. He's settled in. People were knocking him when he first came there. I said, just got here. Give the man a minute. New city, new club, new life, new language, all of it. Let him settle down and we'll see. And I think he's proven us that he can do that role. You get a similar player and 2 actual specialised wingbacks, as JP called them, but, not playing defenders and wingbacks. I think it looks a little bit different for us there, where we look more compact, more solid, better going forward. All we need then is a striker that can finish now.
Well, this is it, because Hoyland he's still doing his wrestling thing, isn't he?
He's not good enough now.
He's
not good enough. And I don't want to knock the kid.
What's the actual
72 million?
72
million with add-ons.
But you know what the problem is that I don't know whether you're going to be able to, because you need to offload before you can. Listen, I know you just offered. I think who was it? Is it Ahmed? Is it?
Yeah, So his contract's going to be announced this week. The reckon's about 90K a week, which is nice. Yeah, which is a nice bring up for him.
Yeah.
Obviously, there's stuff going on with Kobe.
Yeah. 200K a week. That's
yeah. So they're starting high. They know he's not going to get that. But this is the problem. What we have, he's seeing England internationals, whether they're current or not, and then Mason Mount, Maguire, and Luke Shaw on peas.
Yeah,
and what happened was he went from the 5K academy to the about 20 grand or 25 grand. So his agents are like, nah. He's starting regular, and he started for England in the Euros. So they're like, you got to come to the table here. So they're starting high, hoping to get, I reckon, 100K, 120 max. Okay. Don't give me more than that. If you give me more than that,
I know JP in our chat will say, I wouldn't give no more than 100K.
Yeah.
He's got such a high ceiling. The guy's young. You know what I mean? After he does what? I mean, he's contracted up to
2027 now.
Yeah,
with +1.
Right.
On it. So it's not like he's a free agent in the summer. There's no rush here. But I get why his agent's doing that, because he's looking around the changing room and saying, England international. Harry's on 190 a week now.
Yeah.
And Harry won't be a guaranteed starter once Euro is up to speed and physically fit. Yeah. He'll be in and out.
So, are they looking to extend Harry Maguire's contract by extending?
Yeah, it's been extended. Apparently, it's been extended.
Okay, so
because to replace him, no, you let him go. He's more comfortable in the 3. Yeah, which Bruno wants to play.
I'm not going to lie. He's been doing okay. He's been doing okay. But I'll tell you what. There was a couple when I was watching that game. Him and Delic were putting in some robust challenges, man.
Yeah,
I see one literally
sweep, you know.
I said, bro, they let them know that they're there, man. That was like a proper old school.
And Liverpool strikers didn't like that at all.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, Liverpool strikers didn't like that at all.
But that's why he brought on Nunes.
Yeah, exactly.
He brought on Nunes to try and
bully a little bit. Yeah. And which is again your in-game management. He just said, listen, these two are bullying my forwards. Yeah. Let me put a bully beef in there to throw his weight back, throw a few elbows, and
that's right.
Which he did.
That's exactly what
he got deleted his neck, didn't he, and all that. So, I think it was nice for him not to come and run his gums, because remember after the Ted Hart thing, he ran his gums, didn't he? And so to come and have to eat humble pie to say, he said, oh, you have to remember Bruno and Delot are starters for Portugal.
Yeah.
I said, bro, is that what we're doing? First of all, you were the master tactician that could pick apart our team, and now you're chatting about Bruno and Dillo that haven't been good up until that game.
Yeah.
But the
thing is,
Delot had been bang average up until the Liverpool game.
Is it because he's been playing? They're playing him on the. Is it the left?
On the left. Yeah, but the thing though, there's no excuse for giving the ball away recklessly. Doesn't matter if you're playing from the opposite side. You still. He's been poor, so that performance flattered him in terms of what he brought.
Oh no, he ran.
Oh yeah,
ragged, mate. absolutely ragged. And as I said, we will come into why we think he's running ragged.
I mean,
we'll definitely come to that.
If that was basketball, Trent would have been looking over at the bench and going, something out there. Ref,
yes, man. What are you saying, man? Big up to you, man.
Listen, Yassa TV, big up.
Subscribe to Yassa TV. He's a Chelsea man. Yes, he's your Chelsea boy. Yeah.
Seen.
So
up the Chelsea. Yes, Yassa.
Yeah, man. Proper Chelsea. Proper Chelsea.
Yeah.
Proper Chelsea. But so look, just sort of talking on the transfers on your side as well. Marcus Rashford, Anthony.
They're talking AC Milan. AC Milan on loan. There's no way AC Milan can afford his $350 a week. So that means we're gonna have to chip in at least 60% of his wages, at least. Wow. And so my thing is, do I pay him 60% of the wages, let him go and play football elsewhere, or if I'm paying that much of his wages or 70% of his wages, do I make him fix up and put him back in the squad? But the truth is, he's the one that came out and said he don't want to be here. He wants a new challenge. It wasn't Man United that said that.
Yeah, because I thought that game, would he make the squad? But obviously, he said
he was ill.
He was ill, so
he said he was ill. He said, sorry,
so by the end of this window, he's likely to go.
Well, if he goes, it's only going to be on loan, Norm, and I don't think he's even on loan with the obligation to buy. He's just going to be on loan. So for now, we're stuck with him until the summer. If he goes out on loan to AC Milan, I think Juventus were talking about it as well. That they might take him on loan. But with Milan they've got a set front three that are playing all right. So he's still got to work his way into that team if he goes to
That's AC Milan, isn't it? They just won the Cup against Inter Milan.
That's right.
And they've done well, come back from behind to win it. I think
so it doesn't walk into that AC Milan team, Norm, regardless of his name. It's probably more of a shirt selling exercise. I don't know. But I'm not sure we can put this obligation to buy thing in this loan. It's just going to be a loan to get him playing football. If he does well, it's easier to move on in the summer.
Yeah. And then
I reckon they'll go to you lot. Arsenal.
Get out of here, bro. It'd be just
telling you, Norms.
Listen, it'd be just typical of Arteta to do that, man. You know what I mean? Just typical.
If he goes on loan to AC Milan.
Listen, well, at the moment, we're quiet in the window. Listen, the start of the window, we should have had a striker, an attacking player ready to sign on that dotted line. Yeah. We're a week now into January. We're going into our second week. Yeah. And you saw what you saw yesterday, people. Yeah. We need a striker. I ain't gonna say no more. What about Casemiro?
So Casemiro's been offered some silly money to go to the team that Ronaldo's at.
600 something K, I heard.
Yeah. But he's still there's no. Well, we're not hearing whether he's keen on that. And I think a lot of that will be the family as well. He's going to take his missus into account. Yeah. But if he wants one last payday, because he got a nice payday from us, that's where it is. Because he's not going to get that in America, so he might as well go there and get a last payday. Because he's not. Obviously, he's going to get cup minutes for us now. I don't see him getting much Premier League minutes or Europa League minutes. But
and Eriksen as well. Eriksen, Do you think he'll cut in January, or you keep him to the summer as well?
We make him to summer. I'd rather we cut in January because we need to bring someone in, and by what they're saying with our profit sustainability, whatever profit and sustainability.
Yeah, you got the PSR and then you got the FF.
That's right. We have to move some units, i.e., hopefully a bit of money and wages off the books to say, right, we're bringing this in to stay. I mean, so Jim spoke about it, and there's been other him from the Athletic spoke about it as well. So it looks like we've got to either get some people out on loan, and even if we loan a couple of people till the summer, I just think that there needs. Haaland can't pick himself. He's not good enough to be picking himself every week. He needs competition, and I bring Ivan up and say, Ivan, do you fancy it till the summer? But I don't know what the deal is with it. He's cheesing out there, you know.
Listen,
Ivan Tony's out there cheesing.
He's not going in. It's 400 grand a week. He's not going anywhere.
I know.
Loving life, bro.
We'd have to match it, Ez.
Yeah.
Well,
and we're trying to reduce our wage bill, not increase it. So
even the fee you'd have to pay his club as well.
That's right. Yeah. But
I think the chance was there in last summer.
Yeah, and we sat our hands and let him go there. So that's more for us.
Just to finish on the Man U segment, just on your ownership, D. Is the fan base? It seems like, I mean, listen, when Ineos came in, you know, they were a shining, you know, knight in shining armor coming to save the club. You know, bought X amount of shares and whatnot. But now all of a sudden, the fans seem to be kind of split. You know, man is not furloughing people, but getting rid of people, doing all sorts of things, cuts here, cuts there. And then there's obviously the situation with him backing the manager, you know, saying, well, actually, there's no money. You're going to have to work this one out by offloading people and stuff like that. And then there's the big factor of them keeping, you know, Eric Ten Hag, you know,
in
far
the summer.
too long when they should have really got him. So a lot of the top fans are sort of pointing the blame and finger at them, saying, yo, you know, you guys have got us to this situation. Now Ruben has come into this situation and it hasn't been a smooth transition.
No. And I think this is where the fan base can be very delusional, right? Because we can't pretend that what the Glazers did not happen. So and you have to remember, that money that Sir Jim paid didn't go back into the club. They took it to service their US debts, and they still didn't clear any debts from the debt they put on the club that was debt-free when they bought it. So the fans have to take a little bit of a step back and say, Sir Jim has no choice, but otherwise we become bankrupt. Imagine United getting bankrupt because of what the Glazers did. Because the Glazers are not saying to him, hey, here you go, man, here's another 100 million for... He's got to figure that out. This is why they gave him the football side, because all their grief comes from the football side, i.e. the fan base. So you step away, you say, let Sir Jim buy the footballing side, and we'll just sit low and deal with the commercial stuff and make our money that way. Because I guarantee you, they're still taking dividends of some sort. They're not going to set the club this big and not take money. So when the fans are saying, "Oh, Ineos doing is cutting jobs," because they're looking at the club and saying, "How does this many people do one job?" That's what they're looking at. Like any business owner would have to, like my brother, he looks at his stock and says, okay, we're going through certain things way too quickly. My restaurant can't survive this. What are we doing here? And he makes the necessary adjustments. So all Sir Jim is doing is making adjustments. I'm okay with it. I get it. So, you know what I mean? People are going to lose their jobs. But if the stadium gets built, those same people get jobs back because they're going to build a stadium with a theatre and shopping mall and restaurants and all that. So the jobs come back into the community. But for now, to keep the club from going under, he's got to make some very tough decisions. So you know what? Bring your own sandwiches to work. Because I'm not providing them anymore. It's like what we do now. We bring our own food to work, innit?
Cutting the veterans 40 grand a year. It's a little. Went down like a lead balloon for some.
It did, but then so did saying, we're not going to pay Sir Alex $2 million a season to be an ambassador, but he can still come. He can jump on the plane and he can come and sit on his seat. But we're not giving him $2 million for that privilege because he was paid handsome. Remember, he was the highest paid player at Man United for the 20 plus years he was there as manager. So we've been poorly run, and now this is the actions of a poorly run club under the Glazers.
So there has to be some pain before you get some gain. You know what I mean? And unfortunately, it is a bit of a rough, ride. But as you say, pain without no gain. You know what I mean? So listen,
and I like quickly. To be fair, they're trying to shift the high earners because it's not the model they want. So if we can throw the high earners, you Casemiro is your...
I mean, it'd probably be a similar model to Chelsea.
I think so. Yeah, I think so in the long run.
That's where
we have to be sustainability model norm. At this moment in time, players on $350 a week, not even suiting up on the bench. That's not effective. I don't care how much shirts you sell, you're not even getting picked because of your poor behavior or poor attitude towards the team. So allegedly, I'm going to say allegedly, I'm trying to get no one cancelled, but this is what we're reading. And, he will say, oh, don't believe everything you read in the papers. Marcus will, but you were in Ireland getting drunk, right? Chatting up some random barmaid who talk out all your business. That did happen. We didn't make that up. No. So he needs to relax and just focus on football. That's what he's paid to do. Handsomely. A lot of money, Norms,
I think just, I know I keep saying just to finish, and we'll just make this a quick minute. Obviously, where you are in the table, sitting.
Yeah.
I think he's gone up one
13th,
place to 13th.
13th, -5.
-5 goal difference. Listen, it's where you are. It is what it is, man.
Yeah,
it's who we are, mate.
Yeah,
it is what we are, mate. You know what I mean, mate?
that's where we are right now.
I line for life, mate. You know what I'm saying, mate? But look, D, obviously you ain't gonna actually, well, unless you guys some crazy run and we drop off, or the people in the top 4. But is your only real sort of possibility of getting into Europe going down and winning the Europa League? Because I think if you carry on with that kind of form like you did against Liverpool,
Europa League or FA Cup, though. That's it.
Right.
So FA Cup, we're getting.
Well, listen, we'll forget about the FA Cup because we'll deal with you on Sunday.
and winning, and then winning the Europa League, which again is a tall order on form.
Yeah.
Not on squad. I just think on form.
Yeah.
If you win that, then obviously it's a Champions League spot. But
you never know. You never know. Yeah, but realistically, at the moment, I think
it's a struggle.
It's a struggle. But Amran has to get. I mean, he's had that time with the team now. That's probably why you did so well against Liverpool.
Yeah,
because
he had a whole week. He had nearly a week. Obviously, what he gave them up for Christmas, but a week just to say, all right, implement and the personnel you saw. I'm still worried about Lenny Yora because I'm thinking, how bad was that injury that you can't give us more minutes than what you're giving us?
Yeah,
or is that just a protection thing?
Could be. Maybe, he's young. He's young, isn't he? He's young. He's young.
Yeah.
So
but when he came on, I like what he offers. I want to see him starting, but I get why he's not starting him. You're trying to protect him. Yeah, so we'll see him,
Listen, let's move on to Chelsea. Right, so as you might have seen on when he was coming in and whatever, and I was going through the form of the last time we had our live stream on the 18th was our last live stream. And since then, every team has played 4 games, and out of a possible 12 points, you've accumulated X amount. I'm not too sure whether you're aware of what you've accumulated. You might be aware. You've got your mic on muted, so I say. So if you'd like to just share what was the points you accumulated and the reason why you justified your position and stance when we kept badgering you and that. So I'm going to give you the floor as to make your case and explain. Obviously, I didn't. You might say I'm picking on you, but who cares? Who cares, my brother?
Speak. You don't have to do all of this. But what you should have done is go back to that last one where you done this as well, and you told me to make my statement about not being in the title race. And at that point, you was mocking me because you were saying I was. That's the video you should have played for the people tonight, because now people, what have we got? 2 points out of a possible 12 or 1 point out of a possible 12? It doesn't matter.
Let me just have a look. Hold on a minute.
God, Norms. Norms is doing the facts figures, but I could tell you that we drew to Everton. I would say fair enough. Arsenal also drew to Everton. Half place to go. Goodison Park. Man City also drew there. Arsenal also drew there. Okay, fine, fair enough. But then you go and lose to Fulham when you went 1-0 up. Yeah. And you know what? Next week, I'm not coming in here with CFC. I'm coming in here called Cole Palmer FC. Yeah. Because Cole Palmer is the only player to score in 4 games.
Wow.
Cole Palmer is the only player to score in 4 games. Yeah, so Cole Palmer FC, if Palmer doesn't turn up, the whole bus doesn't turn up. And that is just the reality. We lost to Fulham, lost to Ipswich, embarrassing 2-0.
Oh, yes.
The
lap, man. Bully boy, the lap, bro.
That was a shocker.
And he did bully my defense. He did bully my defense. And thing is, my wife Charnel was watching, because you lot had them before us and you beat them 1-0.
Yeah.
And she was upset about that victory because she said it wasn't convincing. You should be beating the championship team. But Ipswich are no mugs.
No, they're not. Because just to cut you there, they're no mugs. Because if Ipswich had somebody that could, because they caught us on a couple of times on the transition. If they had somebody that could find the back of the net, mate, I was like, bro, you know what I'm saying?
Listen.
And the other thing I'd like to say, what that Ipswich, one of your ex-players did to you, a couple of
our ex-player. And as much as we cashed in on him, I liked Hutchinson. I think he's better than some of the players we've got. I'm not gonna lie. He's better. I think I'll take him over Madueke every day.
Yeah, Madueke was linked with us, because obviously we were linked with everybody. You know what I mean? And they even say Madueke.
But do you know why? Do you know why though? He's a good backup, but he's not good enough to play week in, week out.
No.
And Arsenal would do well with a Madueke right now that Saka's out. And we can go back to Arsenal in a bit because Enweri stepped in well and he's doing that. And now he's injured. Now he's injured and I think that's a load. You've not rushed him, but you've just asked him to plug the gap too quickly, too soon. Yeah. And obviously he wants to do well. He's not going to tell the gaffer if he's feeling something. He's probably tried to play through it. And it's now come back. But anyway, look, we lost to Ipswich, but then we go and draw with Palace. And
you scored first in that as well. Great goal. Lovely dummy. Did you see the dummy by Sancho? Sancho. I'll have him. I'll take Sancho, bro. If you don't want him, I'll take him.
Listen, man, I tried to tell JP. I know AETH had his problems with the kid, but don't take away from his ability. Don't let that cloud the fact that this is a good footballer. If you can get past the issue, you get back that footballer. The truth is, ETH was on his high horse about this apology thing, and that he couldn't move past it. And I personally think Man United would be laughing now if they had Sancho on that left and Ahmad on that right. Oh my Lord, that would be a joke. Yeah, that would be a joke. Yeah. And
and Mason Mount through the middle. And not Mason Mount. Mason Greenwood through the middle, should I say? I know. Talk about blowing up your own spot. Never mind.
What do we call him? I call him M11, just to avoid doing.
You don't know once
M11, yeah. The M11 was a problem.
Imagine being 9 in this system,
and he would be thriving. He would be your Gyökeres. You know what I mean? He would be
literally.
And
there we go. Life circumstances.
That's life circumstances, and he's ripping it up in France. But anyway,
that's what I'm saying. Yeah, just mad.
Yeah, the choices. If there's kids watching, choices.
Anyway, tell them.
Anyway, back to Chelsea. Yeah, man. I don't blame the gaffer. The gaffer, as much as it was a double-edged sword, he was doing a bit of tongue-in-cheek, but he genuinely didn't believe where we could be the Chelsea that finished 12th and 6th, and all of a sudden we can go toe-to-toe with the best of the best, like Liverpool's and Arsenal, who's been chasing City these last seasons. And the gaffer is right, because our defence is the problem. We can score goals. We can play good football, even if we're not scoring goals.
Your midfield's now balanced. Enzo's gone in leaps and bounds, in the last... I mean, okay, take away the last couple of games, but still, if you look...
But even then, I don't think they play particularly bad. But you see when you've got a defence like ours, there's not one defender, like centre-halves I'm talking, that strikers go, it's going to be a long day for me today.
Yeah,
when you go to Arsenal, Isak is up. He knows he has to be. He knows he has to be on his top game. He's up for it because he's against the best defender.
Kept those two on their toes, brother.
But Norms, he has to. He has to have that kind of game because he's against two of the best centre backs in the league. Okay, Chelsea, anyone and their dog. Liam Delap, Jimenez. Hutchinson's got 2 goals this season. Yeah, he's got one against Chelsea. Yeah. You understand? Who wants a goal? Come and get one at Chelsea.
It was a mistake by
Okay, if you're watching this, Sassy, please, man, for your own sake, don't kick another ball for my club, please. Okay, it's offensive at this point. You're making fouls. I go to work 9 to 5. Yeah, work very hard. You kick a ball about every week, every day, £100,000 a week, 400 grand a month, and you're still not good at it. Please do us a favor. If a club's asking for you in January, take a pay cut and go. That's it. Exactly. And the truth is, Chelsea don't have that. Levi Colwell's 21. He's not good enough. Tosin, I mean, he was Fulham's main centre back, but he's not a top draw. He's good backup, but
yeah.
So Farner's.
in the window then, with the window open, do you plan to do any business, or is it a case of, because obviously you guys do business well, you sell players well. Are you going to do anything in the window, the January window? Or are you going to wait till the summer and just sort of ride it out with these guys? Because the fact is that, listen, you know your team, you watch your team in week out and know what they're capable of. And to be honest, before I think during that game against Everton, you was on a mad run. Do you know what I mean? And I was thinking, bro, there's no stopping these guys. And that's why I looked at and said, boy, you're scoring, your midfield's good. We know you leak goals, but because you've got somebody, you've got a front three that can score goals, and you've got a balanced midfield, I thought, bro, you know what I mean? What can stop them? But as I said, you know your team, you know that and everybody else has said it, the defense is not your strongest point, and obviously your goalkeeper as well. Yeah, do you know what I mean? Yeah. But look, I saw him make some saves though. I'm not gonna lie. Some games he made some saves,
So, the keeper, Sanchez, as a shot stopper, he's not too bad. He's not too bad. It's when you ask him to start playing out and all of them, he can't do it. It's just not good at it. And I don't know why the gaffer insists that he's got to do it. I think he's almost having a little jibe at the board, saying, look, you didn't bring me a keeper, so guess what? I'm gonna play my football, and you're gonna have to suffer with this keeper you're making me use. It's a bit stubborn, but when you've got an Italian manager, that them man are gonna do what they're gonna do. You know what I mean? It's Maresca's way or the highway. That is literally it. And he's not stubborn to the stage where he hasn't got a plan B, but all of his systems, you have to learn how to play in it, or that's it, the door's there. And he's told everyone, he's literally said there'll be some players that want to leave in January. No problem, just let me know.
Yeah.
Let me know, we'll get you a move. You've seen what happened to Chilwell, you've seen what happened to Sterling. No problem. We'll, it's as simple as that. You got a problem with my system or your game time. He's even told Nkunku, I want you to stay. Nkunku, I want you to stay. But the moment you're not happy with your game time, I'm sorry, you're not ahead of it.
I heard that he's kind of like, I don't know if his agents have been signing out other clubs and that.
And he should, because he's not a striker. And Maresca brings him on every game at around the same point, 75 minutes, and he stinks up. He's just not a striker. And then he's asking to play 10, but Cole Palmer's there, and Cole Palmer's doing Cole Palmer things. What are you gonna do? What do you want him to do? Yeah, I mean, so I think for Nkunku's sake, no one expected Cole Palmer to be this good, because Nkunku was here before Palmer was, and no one expected Palmer to be this good. Palmer is just doing the business. He's just doing the business, and that's that. So it's a good problem for Chelsea. They've got a player that is doing better than the star name. If the star name wants to leave, thank you very much, no problem.
Sorry, so what players are you linked with?
Well, this is it. Palace need to be careful, because
oh gosh, yeah.
I would just go and get. Well, even before we talk about him, we could just call back Chalobah. He's on loan there, straight loan, dry loan. There's no obligations, and he's playing well. Chalobah's got more goals than some of our attackers.
Wow,
and
he's got.
That's one.
I think it's 3 goals he's got.
He's got 3 goals, yeah. And I personally would just call him back, if especially if the market isn't there for a top centre back available in Jan. Call him back. He's a Chelsea boy. He'll always come back. But Mark Gay, we sold him to Palace. He came from our academy. And we've got a buyback or a sell on clause, which will turn into a buyback if it's us that trigger it.
Right.
So it's not an easy deal, because it's like a percentage of the valuation. So, but
quite complex, kind of complex deal too.
Well, it will be very complex, because I think Chelsea might even try and buy him and then still call back Chalobah.
Big up Waffle, man. What you say, bro?
Big up yourself, man.
Go and subscribe to Waffle TV, man. Doing great stuff on YouTube, bro. You know what I mean? And as I say, don't worry, Waffle, we'll be linking up soon, man. Don't worry about it. We're on the same chat, so we're all Arsenal, man. He's an Arsenal man, you understand that?
Oh, another one.
Big up. Another one.
Well, quickly to round up on Chelsea transfers, I feel like we'll try Gay. We might even try a swap deal. Chalobah for Gay on a permanent, but take Gay now.
Yeah.
That will, one of those might happen. There's 2 players there. One of that will happen, and then I'm sorry, Norman, but Jackson, I don't see the difference between him and Havertz these days. They're the same.
He's struggling, isn't he?
How many goals has he got?
He's got 9 goals.
But he's blanked for
He's better than ever.
Blanked for 4 games. Yeah.
I did see. What game was it where he missed? That was old Jackson. That was old Jackson. Yeah,
Listen,
that was Michael Jackson, brother.
Norms, Palace. Yeah, we won.
Yeah, it was the Palace game.
No, so we drew against Palace. We had 1 shot on target, and that was the goal from Palmer.
Wow.
Jackson had 6 shots, none on target.
Yeah, it's not good enough, is it?
Now
there's misfiring, and there is not even firing at all. That's where Chelsea are naive to believe any title race is possible without a clinical thing. Hey, Norms, I'll go as far as this. Jesus is more clinical than Jackson. And I know there's questions about Jesus, but Jesus is more clinical than Jackson. I'll take
Jesus has had a little bit of a purple patch, yeah, but he's gone back to the whole. He's gone back to the old
Jackson
Jesus,
too.
bro.
When Jackson's scoring goals, that's his personal purple patch. It never lasts. It's never consistent.
But the thing is, I don't see Jesus as an out-and-out striker, and it's the same with Kai Havertz.
Not do I with Jackson.
They're not out-and-out strikers. You know what I'm saying? And
out of the 3 of our clubs, the closest to an out-and-out striker is Højlund or it was maybe Højlund or Zertsky, but Højlund is the out and out striker. None of us, me and Norms, don't have out and out strikers.
No, we don't, and that's a problem. That's a problem. That's a problem for us because, as I say, Arteta's come out in a press conference, and basically says even if we get a striker, how are we going to guarantee that's going to win us the league? The man is saying this rubbish, spitting these.
The stuff gaffers say,
this man just needs to just settle, keep your mouth quiet, before you go to bed tonight, take off your toupee, put it on. We know you're bald, so listen, look like we're having this, you're bald, and we know that, well, it fits nicely on your head, but listen, I'll have to go and take that off your head, man, so just settle yourself. But look, Chelsea, look, you've had a bit of a drop-off.
One more thing, Norm, sorry. 2 of my players don't play football anymore.
Who's that?
Reece James is retired. Yeah.
What for real?
No, he's just always injured. So he might as well.
He might as well be retired.
He might as well. He didn't play last season. He's injured constantly this season. Fofana's out to the end of the season. He didn't play last season.
Is he?
Listen, since Fofana's come to you, right? How many games has he played for you?
70 million we paid. And I'm not even. He's not played.
This is Wesley,
season.
Right? Wesley Fofana.
Wesley Fofana.
Yeah, you bought it from
Leicester. 70 million pounds.
Right.
Is it a muscle?
It's like a reoccurring knee and hamstring.
And that's why I'm worried about Saka, because Arteta's run this brother into the ground. Listen, you've played football at a high level.
Yeah.
Having a grade 3. I mean, I don't know what's the worst you've had. Having a grade 3 tier, right? And Arteta coming out and saying, listen, it kind of moves us kind of onto that segment. He's got a grade 3 tier. I mean, I remember the game, he didn't really, it wasn't like he was running or anything. He kicked the ball and then he just held the back of his leg. I was thinking, what? And then next thing, I think it was at Crystal Palace. And then you see him on crutches.
Yep.
Then I think it was after the Ipswich game because Arteta came out and said, man speaks with forked tongue. Oh, you'll only be out for a couple of weeks. Just say it as it is. And then he springs it on us. The guys had an operation. That means that with a grade 3 tear, that means it's come away from the bone. Is that?
Yeah, that's right.
It
requires surgery.
Yeah, I was going to say, it requires surgery.
Yeah.
As Reece James had a similar...
He's had even a higher one to that because his was his ACL and the MCL. ACL's at the back, the MCL's at the front.
Right.
And Reece James has had the grade above Saka in this. But and so has Fofana. But Saka's one requires surgery. And it doesn't guarantee.
This is what I'm going to say because I know they're saying about him possibly coming back around about March, but I can't see. I reckon it's for the rest of the season. Me personally speaking, because you know what I mean. Even if you're saying March, April, it's going to take about a month for him to get to match fitness, and then he's going to go and play behind closed doors. And before you know it, you're there. Me personally, I wouldn't play him again this season because he's our main man. He's our only man. He's our star boy. Yeah, right. Because that man is saving. Well, up to this point, we're saving Arteta's bacon. Because I'm telling you now, is Big D, Arteta can't coach. He hasn't got a Scooby-Doo, brother. He hasn't got Scooby-Doo. That man has been coming up his inept, right, coaching abilities. Yeah, I keep saying it. You don't give the keys to a man that's driving a Robin line at 18-wheel juggernaut. Yeah, let me start my rant now. Absolutely ridiculous. Arteta out. Frauduletta, whatever you want to call him. Man is talking about, we've won all. What did he say? We played all these games, but you know what I mean. Doesn't mean that we're gonna win the league. I can't remember, so I might be quoting it wrong because he said some of this stupidness. Yeah, the guy just winding me up, and yesterday. But before we go into yesterday, our form, you might look at it and think, bro, it doesn't kind of match up because in our last, and let's see whether. I don't know if I said it. Did I say it to you, D? Did I say what we had? I did, didn't I? So you know.
Did you say, yeah.
Let's see if Ez might know because obviously his wife is an Arsenal supporter, so he's probably well up there. She's probably just, Ez, we done it again, but not happy with the way we're playing and great football. You know what I mean? Just literally not good football. It's boring. I speak to people, they're falling asleep. People are going to games, they're falling asleep at the games because this man is playing. He's playing handbrake football, man. Pragmatic, defensive football, going and not wanting to lose. Score the one goal, sit off. But that can be a problem. And now that we haven't got anybody in that team, guys, that can go in and take the game by the scruff of the neck, apart from Saka. We had players back in the day. We even go back even earlier, or not earlier, later. Sanchez. You know what I mean? What he could do. Man, the game ain't going right. These. Would you say, people, right, that our players are overcoached? I mean, you look at the football we're playing now, compared to the football that we played at the latter end of last season and the season where we spent 93% of the time up at the top of the league. He's changed our style 3 times. The question I need to find out, people, is anybody got the gonads to go and ask this guy, bro, why have you changed to this style of football? Because we're Stoke City. As a matter of Stoke City do it better than us, because when I look at the way we play now, we can't score from open play. Teams have now worked us out, right? Monaco did it in the Champions League. Remember everybody was saying, Stoke FC, what do you call it? Set piece FC, all of that, right? Monaco said, right, go and put 3 men up on the halfway line. All of a sudden, that mucks up that. Oh, hang on a minute. They couldn't do what they needed to do. And then other clubs in the Premier League started to do that. But now our set piece are not even coming off now. And so what it is like Arteta, I saw him yesterday in that Carabao Cup game, and he looked inept of ideas, scratching his head, wondering what to do. You buy defenders. I keep saying, we go back to the summer windows, You didn't buy the players in the right position. You went and bought Calafiori, who was a centre-back, left centre-back, but you bought him as a left back. You went and bought, what's his name, Moreno, Mikel's brother, right? You
don't even rate him, does he? Don't know, really, like that. You don't even rate him like that.
Well, the problem is, not a footballer, people say he hasn't had a pre-season, he's coming down an injury and so on, he needs to bed in and whatnot. But I don't know what this guy does. I don't know what he actually
He's not good at anything, is he?
He's not good at anything. I don't know if he's a 10. I don't know if he's a 6. I don't know if he's an 8. Arteta is trying to get all these cogs, right? Or get versatile players playing in different positions. I mean, when I see this man putting probably our best midfielder, at right back. In this game, we had a game where you had 4 defenders and 3 defensive midfielders on the bench and 1 attacking player in Ethan Manrieri. Now he's injured, right? Sterling's come back, right? But I don't think Sterling is fit. I thought he just brought him back, put him on the bench just to make it look good because he didn't bring him on yesterday. Get 2-0 down, try and chase the game. What did he do? He goes and brings on Bart Simpson. He takes off Lewis Skelly and brings on Bart Simpson, who's a midfielder by trade. Skelly is a midfielder by trade. I like what he does. I like what Skelly does, man. Very close control. When he gets the ball, his first thing to do is get the ball forward. Takes a couple of chances, but you know what I mean, he's got away with it so far.
Oh, by the way, Normski.
Yeah.
Sorry, just because you mentioned his name, big up Skelly. His brother is actually played at one of your sports days at Deptford District.
Really?
And it happened to be the one that Gateway won. Just putting that out
you
there.
joker. you got a ringer in. You got a ringer in. Yeah, joker.
Yeah. So big up Stefan Skelly. If you're watching, we'll get him on here one day, Norm.
Yeah, man. No, definitely. You got contacts, man. I know you got contact to footballers.
We'll get him on there one day. We'll get him on there one day. But big up Skelly.
But listen, Lewis Skelly doing a fantastic job. His mum, well down to earth, and supporting him 100%. I saw her do a podcast. I can't remember who with, and she was saying like the difficulties of being a mum trying to get the guys through the system. We know your father-in-law, my brother-in-law. When Leon was going through his stuff, and in terms of going through the academy, and you got to be there. You know what I mean? Yeah. Had a successful career. Obviously, man is a big man now, so doing other things. You know what I'm trying to say? What's this? Not overcoached, micromanaged, coached in the wrong way. In my opinion, undercoached, as no one game player or round game hasn't developed. Hence the need for versatility, guys.
Well,
versatility,
I would say that he has coached your team because he's got a lot of these players, which, let's be honest, a lot of them were nobodies.
Let me just say one thing here, is Arteta's bought 31 players since he's joined Arsenal. He's spent over 700 million. Yeah,
31.
Right. 31 players of his own. Okay.
Yeah.
Most of those are defenders, by the way, because he don't like attackers. He doesn't like attackers, man. Because the last time we had an attacker, he's never bought one. He's never bought a actual out and out striker. He went and bought Kai Havertz, as a number 8. You remember that year, 2023-24 season? He bought him as a number 8, and they asked him in the pre-match and the pre-season, "Have you? Where's because they brought him in to be the Granit Xhaka,
right,
right. He come in, nah, you're not good in midfield. He's played for Chelsea, you played him as a false 9. He's what do you call a 9.5,
right?
Because and the problem is Arteta's this thing with versatile players. Ez, do you think it works or not? Because what's happening now, we've got a situation, we've got injuries, and when Thingy ended up getting a yellow card and had to miss the game, Timber, right? He then has brought on he's playing Jorginho, has got no legs, Moreno's got no legs, and he's got Declan Rice and Odegaard. The system football and having versatile players, when everything goes out of sync, the whole thing just falls on its face. I thought that's my personal opinion. I mean, what's your thing on that?
System football is important because it's designed so that when a player is not available, everyone knows the system. So it's one slot piece in, somebody slots in, and they know their role of what that person would do. Okay? But they might not do it as. So the person that slots in, as good. So go on.
I'm going to say the person that slots. All right. So what you're basically saying that person, say he's a right back. If say you have an injury to somebody in midfield, he should be able to slot in there. But the problem is you're putting somebody in there that can only do half a decent job.
No, but that's where though your squad planning has to be good, so that, for example, when it goes well, it goes really well. You didn't buy Ben White to be a right back. It was an accident that he ended up going there and doing really well. Do you know what I'm saying? And that was the model from there on, that Ben White's just going to stay there. He was a centre back, but having that versatility now, okay, it's a win-win. But as you're right, Norms, if a player's not able to do that and you press on to consistently push them into that position, for me, that's bad management. That you're hoping it clicks one day, basically.
But if you look at our left back situation, our left back situation, apart from Kieran Tierney, he's the only natural left back there. All the people that are playing at left back at the moment, you know how much money this guy has spent on left back, right? So you've got Zinchenko, and the only reason why he bought him as a left back because he was playing when he was playing for City, he was playing as a midfielder, and the situation was
inverted.
Inverted. But I would say it was a situation because you had a proper. City had a proper left back in what's his name that got done?
Guavido.
No, not Guavido. The black guy that got done.
Oh, Mendy.
Mendy was a proper left back. He wasn't inverted. He was playing as a left back.
Yeah, he was. No, yeah.
Right, and he bought Zinchenko was bought as a midfielder. So because he didn't have no left backs, he said, right, I'm gonna coach you, Pep, because you're at that level that you can coach the man, and he did work there. Once Pep had finished with them, like Chelsea do, you hand them over the hand-me-downs down to Chelsea, to Arsenal. Yeah, that's how it goes, bro. You know what I'm saying? So we've got Bart Simpson, who's a midfielder. We've got Lewis Skelly, who's a number 8, and then you've got Calafiori, who plays as a left centre back for Bologna, but he's brought him in as that because the talk was he's going to take over Gabriel Mangalese, because Gabriel Mangalese is about 26, 27. You know, got this Calafiori guy who's about 22, 23. All right, so he's young, ceiling, and all of that. Then you've got Tommy Ashu, who can play left back. You've got Timber, who can play left back, right? But that's not their actual position, because Timber plays as a right back or as a right centre back. Okay, so every time he does move him over to the left hand side, because either injuries or whatever, or he's trying to change up the system, it doesn't always come together, and that's the frustrating thing for me, because Arteta is, I call him the protagonist, because it's all about him. I think he's trying to prove to everybody, I don't have to go and get a striker. I've spent all this money on Havertz, and I have to now see this through. The man is on 280 grand a week. He's the highest paid, player in that side, so he has to make it work.
But Norman, it's this whole Pep 2.0. When you remember when Pep was benching Aguero and still winning leagues. That's where he's stuck in it. Where it's just two different squad profiles, and he has to just look at Arsenal, because I was watching a podcast and earlier, and the guy was saying that whenever you look at Arsenal, you think of fluid football, breaking the lines, and scoring. He said now, like what you said, it's like a glorified Stoke FC, long throws, corners, and it's like, this is not Arsenal. So it's almost like he's moved. We all talk about club identities. It's almost like he's moved Arsenal identity away from Arsenal.
But he's done that 3 times now. The first year, flowing football. Second year was control football. Then what he did, because basically what he was saying is, right, I'm going to save myself for the second half of the season, and then we lost about 2 points and all of that, blah blah blah, right? And then he's right. It must be some people saying PTSD, because he's like, bro, I can't now go into the new season only missed out by 2 points. I need to take control of the game to the point where it's literally, I was talking to my mate, and he says, Norms, this game, right? I think it was the Ipswich game, or one of the games. I can't remember if it might be the Ipswich game or the Brighton game. He says, Arsenal have gone there to just get a point, score 1 goal and shut up shop. Yeah. Right. I think he had Partey on the bench, and he had Jorginho, Moreno, and was it Odegaard? Was Odegaard play? Yeah, I think Odegaard was in the midfield. Yeah, Odegaard just literally, that was one of the worst games I've seen, and then yesterday was even worse. Yeah. Odegaard, they're calling him the creative spark. The man has only this season 2 assists. All season, 2 assists. Yeah. The man is more busy wiping snot through his hair. Yeah, and raining up the crowd and going, come on. No, seriously, you watch it. When I heard people saying it, I thought, no, I'll have to watch it. I said, the man is actually doing that, brother. You understand? He's actually doing that. I don't see him as captain material, because I've seen duck
Never been.
I've seen duck out of challenges. I've seen this guy duck out of challenges.
Why does Arteta do this? Just give it to Gabriel or Saliba. Them man play every game.
Exactly.
They understand.
Because he's not a talker. He's not a talker. Odegaard's not a talker.
Please.
You know what I'm saying? Whereas maybe Gabriel now is a bit more aggressive and whatever.
Even Declan Rice, he was the skipper of West Ham.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? He understands the role.
Yeah. Because at the end of the day, what we're expecting, because he's so put up on this pedestal that, when we missed him, was missing this, the creative spark. And that he came back for 2 games, it was okay. Then after that, that's why they call him Ghost Guard, because he goes missing in big games and crunch games and games where it's a bit too cold. And once he gets clapped with a tackle, he don't want to have none of it. Yeah, he don't want to have none of it, mate. You know what I'm trying to say? So, and for us, yesterday, our only biggest chance of getting a trophy, we would have been 3 games away from, going to Wembley and possibly lifting a cup. And what happens? I'll tell you what happened. Yeah. Mr. Fraud. Did I read? Yeah, we read it. Mr. Fraud Teta decides that he knows why we didn't do well in that game. Yeah. And so let me just share with you, my friends. Yeah. This is why. Yeah. Can you read that for me, bro? What does that say, bro? Now, when this was sent to me, yeah, somebody sent to me and said, right, you're laughing, right? Yeah, that's all you can do, bro. Yeah. Let me read it out, people, to the chat. Yeah. We kick a lot of balls over the bar, and it is tricky that these balls fly a lot. It is very different to a Premier League ball, and you have to adapt to that because it flies different. This is what he said after the game. The man is really at a situation now where it's clutching. It's like going back to the Wenger days when we was going through it and void of inactive ideas, the team of inactive ideas. I remember when they used to ask him, where's the next win going to come from? Now, I'm surprised that, we're drawing a lot of games because we've drawn 7 games so far this season, and only lost, I think, 2 games. But when you get statements like this, and when my mate sent it to me, he goes, I don't know if this is AI. So I went and searched up on his actual post-match and I listened to the whole thing. And he was the one that brought it up. Some people were trying to say that he was set up. No, he wasn't, because he actually brought it up about the football. Then they asked him the last question they posed to him, and this was his answer. So you're telling me that the reason why it didn't go in your favor in terms of you not scoring goals is because the ball had a certain trajectory, the grip of the ball, and it flies over the bar. Bro, this is the same ball, that was used when you played against Preston, when you played against Bolton. Why didn't you say that then? And I'll tell you why he's saying this, because he, as you said, S and D, is clutching at straws because now he's out of ideas. And when somebody's out of ideas, they come up with statements like this.
Yeah.
They come up with statements like this.
Just blaming the world. Stop blaming the world. It makes no sense.
Nothing is ever his fault. Nothing is ever his fault. And here we have it. In red, in black and white, or white and blue, if you want to call it that, in quotes. Yeah. This man is calling out the football.
It's like, you see with that statement there, it's almost like saying the grass was 2 inches too high or an inch too high for the players to pass the ball smoothly. It's weak. It's like, come on, man, play football.
Weak, man. It's weak.
Professionals. This is your 9 to 5.
This is my manager. This is so-called our manager. Get out of here, man. Out comes Newcastle, as Jay said. Out comes Newcastle scoring twice.
Their players must have been training with it, Norms.
Yeah, and we didn't. You know what I mean? Yeah, we was given the Premier League ball to train with.
Yeah, clearly.
That's such a joke.
You can't come.
The thing is, the fact that he even brings it up has to put you in question. You have to question him and say, bro, don't bring that up. Man, like Chile,
Hey, Mr. Show got people around for our drumming. Okay, what you do the old
Liverpool Spurs just kicked off.
Okay, well, all right. You know the bad thing about it. Sorry, Mr. Show got people around for our drumming. I thought it was actually.
Oh right, yeah. I didn't think that. I thought drumming.
When Chile start playing drums,
innit?
Listen, mate, you might surprise Liverpool tonight. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, but look, I'm not going to lie. They've gone strong. Liverpool gone strong.
Are they?
Yeah, gone strong.
Yeah. Listen,
first teammate.
To be honest, guys, Newcastle come to the Emirates. Yeah, Isak, absolute baller. 63 million they spent on this guy, Newcastle. What did we spend on Kai Havertz? 65 million down the drain. Yes, it was money down the drain. Arsenal fans going to go and sing that song. It's 65 million down the drain because this guy ain't doing nothing. This guy ain't going to win us a title. Isak is levels. Wood.
So where did he come from?
Chris Woods is levels. Look at Chris Woods. I'd rather have Chris Woods play.
Chris Woods is scolding right now, isn't he? Absolute cheesing. It's like...
You know what I mean? And this guy, and that's why Arteta just needs to keep his mouth shut and go and coach his way through this because it's a problem now. You've got injuries. Let's see your coaching ability. Yeah? Let's see your coaching ability because I'm telling you, there's plenty of coaches in this league that are miles better than you and are showing you up. Look at what Fulham have done to you. Look what Eddie Howe's done. Yeah? 3 occasions now you can't beat Eddie Howe. 3 occasions.
Yeah, that's not good, is it?
Ridiculous, mate.
Gents, I've got to jump on an emergency call.
Yeah,
So,
man.
that's all good.
Blessings, man.
When you go on the watch back, you'll see your points tally.
I will. I'm going to watch it back. I don't really want to look, but anyway.
Don't worry, bro. But thanks for coming. Yeah,
good show, gents.
Yeah,
big
man.
up everyone this time, man.
Yeah, man.
Yeah. So D, where was we? Where was we talking? I just lost my train of thought there. Yeah, Arsenal. No, we are. Jackson was only 30 mil. Yeah, 65 million down the drain, man. Yeah, and people are talking about, he's scored at the beginning of last year and carried that form through. Well, that form has now dropped off. Yeah. You had your purple form was scoring 13 goals. He's now got a GA of X amount plus, if you had the goals, 20 goals up until this point. But I'm saying we're not calendar champions. We're not seasonal champions. Yeah. The Premier League starts in August and it finishes in May. And the whole point is you play 38 games. And at the end, 38 games, D, you've seen it. You've lifted
who the champion is.
You've lifted loads of trophies, yeah? Right. Arsenal have lifted 3, yeah? I want to get back to those days where we're lifting trophies. I'm not about second place FC, yeah?
No, because no one's remembering that, Norm. They just when you look in the history books, it would tell you in the 23-24 season who won it.
I mean, listen, when you done the treble in 99, I can't remember who comes second. Now that's the truth. I'll have to go. So I know you won the treble.
Right, yeah.
I know you done the treble, but I don't know who comes second. Was it Arsenal? I don't know.
And that's really the point. Is that no one's talking that you got to the final.
Man, static man. We'll say,
big of yourself, man.
Happy New Year again, man.
And it's just I think he's run out.
Hit the lights up, man.
Run out of ideas and excuses now. I think the ball one is weak because if Newcastle, if Eddie Howe was saying the players weren't happy with the ball, even though we scored 2 goals. Everyone would say, Eddie, you won the game, mate. We chatting about a football for.
Yeah.
I mean, he just, like I said, clutching up straws, looking to deflect that he's run out of ideas. Yeah, man, respect. So it's, I don't know, it's a very, it's hard to take him seriously when he's constantly looking for bailouts, because I think he knows after pushing City twice, he can't let any other team come and leapfrog him and win the title if it's not City. And the way City had that hiccup was a big hiccup for City, losing Rodri. I'm like, okay. So unless City go on a mad run and those teams fall off, I'm not convinced they can do it. But you can't say no, because you look at Erland, he may just, he got a brace at the weekend, didn't he? And he hadn't scored for a bit. So that might be his, okay, I'm back. It's going to be interesting,
but you see, okay, from what's his name? Troy Deeney. He's saying basically Arsenal need a striker, and every year Mikel chooses not to do that, and that's the thing. He doesn't like strikers. This man came to our club. He's no legend. I remember when we signed, it was him, Per Mertesacker, and I think Peter Cech was in there, if I remember. He's just an average midfielder. Who played as I think he played as an 8, because I thought he won a number 8, but he was just bang average. And I was trying to convince myself, because that's the year when we lost Cesc Fabregas, right? And I'm thinking, I wonder if he could come and do it. He's a legend. He's a legend at Everton, but he will never be a legend at our club, bro. Big up, Tony. What you saying, man? Big up to you, bro.
Man.
Subscribe to this brother, please, man. Doing bits over there, man. And we will link up, my friend. We will link up. Again, another one on the same chat as him, you know what I'm saying? So it is what it is, D. And we need players this window, because we've got Ethan now out for a couple of weeks. Saka will not be back, as far as I'm concerned, for the rest of this season. I personally don't think
tough. That is normal, isn't it?
And I wouldn't try to push him to come back, because if he comes back and he does his hamstring again, I think that's his career done, mate. You know what I mean?
And I'm sure people around him will tell him not to rush that back. And the thing is, that's a bigger blow. That's as big a blow as Man City losing Rodri. For the season. So
you saw that in the game yesterday.
There's lack of creativity.
No creativity whatsoever. None whatsoever, mate. And even before the game, I looked at that game, I'm thinking, well, bro, even though I went 2-1, I was just saying that with my head. My heart said differently. my heart said, you know what, we could struggle, especially when I saw their midfield and saw Isak and that Gordon guy. I'll take him. I'll take that Gordon guy.
And you see that Newcastle midfield, Norm. They know how to bully in midfield.
Listen, Bruno wasn't even in it. He was suspended for that game.
Oh wow.
Yeah. Man was celebrating at home. Man was celebrating at home on Instagram. Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, mate. Listen, honestly, D, in that game yesterday, no word of lie. I sat there with my kids, all right, and I just watched the game like that. As me. I didn't shout when Martinelli had that green space to run into, and my son said he ain't scoring. And you know, in the past, if he missed that, I would have been, oh my God, what are you doing? I just went, see, told you.
Just allowed it,
it, bro. Yeah, because we haven't got the clinical finishers. We can't put games to bed. And I think, and I look at the players and the way they're playing, and even some people were saying that that even the players looked unhappy. Yeah, just their body language. Do you know what I mean? And we're getting to that Wenger kind of stage where, the team is void of ideas. The manager is void of ideas. The fans are getting restless. You saw the empty seats. 80 odd minutes. Do you know what I'm saying?
I even saw some clips from I saw some clips from Don Robbie and them outside the stadium and all that.
Did you see? Did you see the meltdown from Yardman?
Yeah.
But Don Robbie turns around and says to him, "You don't need to react like that." But listen, the man pays his own money to go that thing. Yeah,
he's not getting no freebies
week in, week out. Yeah, I pay my hard-earned cash to go and stand in the cold for you to play that kind of football, sideways football, U-shaped football. Yeah.
Well, that's how I feel, Norm. I'm not going to drive to Old Trafford to get rained on, literally, and to watch them not turn up at home wearing a red shirt. It's like, come on, we're not doing that.
Yeah.
66, minimum of 66 quid plus petrol plus food. Nah. Plus the flu afterwards because you got wet. You know what I'm saying?
And I mean, listen, we need
the fans have the right to feel away.
We need players. We need players bad. You know what I mean? We're linked with Omar Marash. You know what I mean? But I think Man City are looking at him. Frankfurt guy scored, I think, 13 or 14 goals.
Well, as you say that, no.
Yeah.
I think City try and go hard in the window.
I think they have to. I think they have to. I think to save the season. And listen, don't write them off. Listen,
that's what I'm saying.
But listen, they can go in the market, go and get. I think they were linked with the Real Sociedad guy, but Zubamendi. But I don't know whether he wants to leave the club yet. They're looking at another midfielder. Who is it? Is it Anderson from Crystal Palace?
Yeah,
they're looking at him. Do you know what I mean? So I think if they come calling, I think they get their players over the line. You know what I mean? And they just go quietly about their business. You know, not like Arsenal. We just long it out. Yeah, we long it out.
With City,
we've got the situation now, we're going to long it out now. Yeah, we're going to long it out with the striker situation or the attacking situation. We need bodies and we need proper bodies. I don't want just bodies to come and just fill the space. I need quality. Need quality. Because
that can offer,
listen, you come to us on Sunday. You come to us on Sunday, bro.
Yeah.
No, Joe Willett, bro, Tonali. Listen, bro. And the way they play football, 3 passes and they're in our half.
I know. Yeah.
We play about 500 million passes in our box.
That's what they did to us as well, no. That's what they did to us. I mean, they literally picked us apart straight through the midfield. Yeah. And I was like, nah, this is not sustainable football.
But
what are we doing?
I'm gonna say this now and put this out there. Chat, you tell me if I'm saying this is wrong. But I think Arsenal are the most boring side in the Premier League as it stands, and they play the slowest football in the Premier League.
Your transition football is really slow now.
It's so to the point, right, D? To the point where you're getting players booked for taking too long corners. Right. I think at one point Declan Rice took over a minute to take a corner. What's the long thing? You know, you got Gabriel running over and giving him instruction, blah blah. The set pieces ain't working no more. People, we've been worked out. We've been found out, brother. Because I can't remember the last time we scored a set piece. Yeah. And the thing is, right?
Against us, no. I think it was against us.
You know what I'm saying? You know, and you know, listen, you're right to call us rugby players because right now that's how we're looking. Yeah,
It's just
chuck it in the line out. You know what I mean? That's what it's all about. Taking long to take throw-ins. Timber got an unnecessary yellow card because I don't know if it's because it's an instruction from Arteta or there's just no movement on the pitch, and then he gets a yellow card to go and miss the game.
Oh, this game against us.
Yeah. No, not this game.
The game the other day. Yes,
not yesterday. The day before when we drew with Brighton, when we had to go to Brighton. Yeah. You know what I mean? We get the goal. Yeah, good goal by Ethan. Yeah, and then we sit back. Go and kill the game off. That's what you do. The old Arsenal will go and kill the game off. But, the year when we spent 93% of the time, we used to go out, finish teams, and then say, right, come on to us, and then we'll just hit you on the break. But we're not doing that anymore, D. So from 22, 23, 24 season, the football has literally gone through a metamorphosis, and we've gone from fast football to snail football and boring football. And I don't know whether Arteta or the players just need to say, you know what, I ain't listening to you now. Let's just go and play our football. But the thing is, once because Arteta is a control freak and a protagonist, it's all about him. Everything he's just condescending. When the reporters asked him certain questions, and they asked him about his style of play, and he's like, "What? What do you mean style of play?" Like, he says, well,
there's a narrative that you can't, you can't question him.
Very what's the word I'm looking for? Prickly and just very defensive. Yeah, you can see it's getting to him now. The beard is, the bristles are coming out. The hair's starting to go grey. Yeah, man needs to go and get some brew cream and put that back in there and get his hair black. You understand? Right. I'm sorry, man.
Because if you look as well, Norm, you guys are not even counter-attacking well. Where before, when Arsenal go on that counter-attack, you know something's gonna. The creativity was there, and so the way he's got you with the pragmatic football, it's not the Arsenal that we're used to. You always get entertained by Arsenal football. Yeah. If you think about, over the last 2 decades of Arsenal football, it's entertaining football. So me watching Arsenal going, yo, this is not Arsenal, really, is it? No. And last night was just like, wow, why go on here? And the thing is, Norm, I don't think he survives the summer if you guys come out empty-handed. I think
let me say this now,
Go on.
If he finishes fourth or finishes in the top 4, he survives.
He survives.
Yeah. The Conkies, you're not gonna listen. This guy is the second highest paid manager in the world. I thought it was Europe. It's the world. 15 million after Pep. Yeah. So, Dave said, "Thank you very much, Arteta. You progressed us up you progressed us up the table to finish second twice and to get into the Champions League. So you know what we're going to do? We're going to reward you with a 6, nearly double, contract. If not even more, 15 million. That's nearly 300 grand a week he's getting. 300 grand is getting more than a highest paid player.
Yeah, the highest paid. Yeah, well, he's pulled a Fergie, isn't he? Literally, he's pulled a Sir Alex on you guys.
How are you giving a guy, who spends 800 million, right, and you win a trophy with Unai Emery's men in his first year, COVID season, right? And then when they asked him in the press conference, "Oh, you won one cup?" and he goes, "No." He stopped and paused and went, "No, actually, I won 3." And then one of the cups, he accidentally got in. And the thing is, I don't know, because unless he's got a poker face, man, he was very serious. Yeah, he was very serious.
Yeah, because basically he said like, you can't dismiss my charity shields. Basically, that's what he was saying indirectly. No. We've won the charity shield. Basically, he was saying, don't try that. Don't try that. We've won the charity shield. So madness, man. But I suppose if everyone else counts it, then he has to count it, because I think everyone else counts the charity shield as well. Even though we know it's a curtain raiser, it's still a competitive game. But I think like anything, if we win the Europa, I'm okay with it. But at Man United, I want to be winning the league and the Champions League. If I win the Europa, okay, because we're in transition, I can take that. But
both our teams, we've been in the wilderness. Us a lot longer than you, but now you're now starting to go into that wilderness. You know what I mean? Wilderness. The back of the wilderness, back of the wilderness thing. You know what I'm saying? So, listen, you brought in, as I said, you brought in Ruben, and hopefully we'll take you out of there and get you to the promised land one day.
Which is, he's only been there a couple of months now, and this is where people seem to I just say, calm down. he just got here, just, you know what I mean? There was no real new manager bounce, as it were, because that's how messy it was. Plus, in that process, as you know, he changed the system. He changed the back three and the whatever. So for me, I'm like, I'm not really panicking. I'm just saying, don't get us relegated. That's all I'm saying. You know what I mean? Don't get us relegated.
I mean, that talk
about no time
you,
for that.
Yeah, I mean, listen, you're still close to the relegation.
Yeah.
Listen, there's no way, man. There's worse teams than you right now. You understand?
Yeah,
Southampton, Leicester.
The bottom three are bad.
Yeah, I mean, Rude, I feel sorry for Rude. I feel because he's on, what is it, 2 occasions, goals 4 more, you know what I mean? And then obviously Lopatelli getting the sack today.
Today, that's right.
Graham Potter looking like the one to take over the reins there. So
he probably should have held fire for the West Ham job, shouldn't he, Rude?
But listen,
that was always on the cards.
I think Graham will get him playing decent football.
We'll see.
And he won't have that kind of pressure that he did have when he went to Chelsea. Do you know what I mean?
But if you see that Merrick, you see Graham Potter, he's almost become a bit of a. Who's the manager? Like
Lampard.
Yeah, like where
Gerrard.
Yeah, their name's always going to be mentioned.
Yeah.
Regardless of how good or bad they got fired. They got fired.
Listen, but D, come on now.
And here we go.
I know. You had a talisman at your club back in the day who came to Arsenal and scored his debut goal against us. Right, bro. How comes this man can't hold down a manager's job?
And every
minute, man. What's this? About his 5th job?
Yeah, I do what I heard that he actually went in and had a meeting and said, "Yeah, it's not working out for us, is it?" Apparently, he went in and said to them, "Yeah, it's not working out, man."
The man should just go and stay.
Because the fans were turning on him as well.
Right.
So you got the fans, because I remember listening to one night driving through the night, and I listened to Talk Sport, and they were ringing in and saying he's got to go. So the fans were already turning. So I think once he's seeing and hearing that, he knows just to remove yourself, man. Don't get fired. Just walk away.
He just needs to just go in the overlap and just do a show.
Right, just do that. Yeah, man. But he doesn't even look well, Norm, does he? When you look at Rooney, he don't even look well. Bro, what is going on with you?
He's got one
piece of head on him, and it's constantly red.
I'll tell you now, D. I would like to get in a fight with him, because if he headbutts you, man, that's
he's got a big head on him, literally. I mean, my man is big, but Rooney's got his head looks like a lion's head, doesn't it? Like he's got a lion's head on his shoulders. It's like, but when I look at him, even something he was on, and I was watching him like, and China came in, and she was like, "Oh God, he don't look well." So nah, he don't. Does he? His face was kind of red.
Is his wife still in the jungle?
In the jungle. I don't know if that's still going on, but yeah, she was in the jungle. I don't even keep up with that, but I know she was in it. But again, attention seeking.
Yeah,
like Rooney's earned some good money in his career. Why do you need to be out of the jungle?
Yeah. I don't think management is cutting, because I don't think he spent more than a year. I might be wrong. People, you could let me know in the chat, but I don't think Rooney spent more than a year in a job. I know did he take a job over in Australia? Was it Australia?
No, he went to America, Norm.
America.
He did an MSL with
it was that? It was Thingy that took a job over there. What's the guy? The ex-Liverpool player. Who done a thing along the what's his name?
Not Steve McMahon, man. Fowler. Robbie Fowler.
Robbie Fowler, yeah.
He took a job in Australia.
Yeah, I don't think he's that there. Yeah, I think he's quit there, but that was some years back. You know what I mean? So
yeah, jobs for the boys now.
I don't know if he's still there. I mean, look, Frank has got the Coventry.
And the top fans didn't want him. I thought some top fans that I know, they didn't want him. They were fuming with that appointment.
Wow.
But I said, jobs for the boys, isn't it? He's a household name. He's South Frank, public school and all that.
Yeah.
Talks well.
Yeah.
It's like, it's a bit boring now, isn't it? You know what I mean?
It is what it is, man.
Fresh ideas. That's what some of these lower league clubs are missing. Fresh ideas when it comes to managers. Just mix it up. Keep going for the same profiles.
But look, I just want to just quickly finish off, and then we'll just do the prediction results and the fantasy Prem shout out. And it's just a quick one. Don't want to spend too long in it. And this is Trent Alexander Arnold. Linked heavily with Madrid. If not, I don't know if his agents are talking to him. Then you've got the situation with Mo Salah, and his contract situation, and Virgil's just getting his head down and whatnot. But bro, that game where your player, the lot, you know, and I pose a question as Trent tapped out on Liverpool and after that disastrous, you know, performance, is his head elsewhere? That's the question we need to find out, because, bro, the look that Virgil gave him, and then he obviously slots.
Oh yeah, Virgil wanted to slap him, didn't he?
Yeah. So and there's rumours. I don't know. I heard there's rumours that he kicked off with him and Virgil in the change room, but I don't know.
Oh yeah, probably did. Yeah. Yeah. Because if Virgil, the captain, thinks his head has been turned, and then he performs like that, then the captain's going to have him. That's how Roy Keane was. Yeah. You know what I mean?
And the thing is, the thing is that, you know, I don't care, because at the end of the day, we're chasing down Liverpool, exactly. And if they've got those off-field dramas going on, and it's going to disrupt, you know what I mean, the situation at the moment, they hit a little bit buffer with you guys. You know, it could have been you coming out of that with 3 points. You know what I mean? We would have been, you know, we win our game, we would have been 3 points behind them. Now with 6 points, we're back to as it was. If they do win it, I mean, listen, Liverpool will drop points, but I don't think they'll lose a lot of games. They maybe draw a couple here and there, but the problem is that Arsenal will need to continue winning and not afford to drop any points. But we're drawing too many games, D. We're drawing.
It's going to hurt you, isn't it? In the long run, yeah.
And you know, this January, you know, with the injuries we've got, and Arteta needs to manage and coach his way through this, because after we play you, we then play Spurs, and we've got like Champions League in between that. You know, Spurs at home, we play Aston Villa at home. They're not going to. These guys, you know, because Spurs going forward are good. I mean, obviously they've been hit, you know, with the injuries and stuff like that. But you know, they've got guys that can hurt you. All right, and we need to fix up. We need to fix up with the your game on Sunday. You're coming there to defend your title. Yeah. So, bro, you know what I mean. And if we play like we did against Newcastle yesterday, I think you win that game on Sunday. I really do. And I'm not saying that just to try and gas you up or whatever, because the thing about you will sit in, and then you got the players. You know what I mean. The only good thing about it is that Højlund can't hit a barn door.
Yeah.
You know what I mean. So we probably handle Højlund, but then you still got your Ahmed. You know, you've got, if Garnacho comes on and that, you know, he caused a little bit of problems when he came on and that. So, Zertsky, you know what I mean? I don't know what's going to happen to him.
He's got to get a run of games. If you're going to keep him, though.
Yeah, he wants to stay and fight for his position, but he's linked with, is it Juve?
Juve, yeah, apparently so, yeah.
Yeah.
But then that leaves him with one striker, though. You can't have two strikers in the Premier League. No. And there's talk about selling one of them. I mean,
no, that's mad. Yeah, no, that's absolutely.
You know what I mean?
But he's come out and said that he's come out and said he wants to fight for his place. So
yeah, which is good to hear, man.
Yeah. But he's built though. He's like a rugby. He doesn't look like a rugby player. I'm not going to lie. He doesn't look like a rugby player.
And maybe he's kind of a bit too much timber up top.
Yeah.
But give him a run of games, just like how Haaland got a run of games. Give him a run of games.
Yeah.
Then judge him. He's not had a run of games now.
Yeah.
So it's hard to judge him, you know, in that sense.
Yeah. But listen, so with the Trent situation, D, who out of those three stays and who goes? Because remember, all three of them now can.
That's right. I think Van Dijk definitely stays.
Yep.
The other two are still up in the air, because I think deep down, Mo's not bothered. Mo's looking for a payday. And I don't think he gets that payday from Liverpool.
Right.
Because of his age. Trent, I think Trent's head he's got one foot out the door. It looks like that way. Because if Madrid is saying, we'll wait till the summer to get you on a free and we'll pay you X amount of money because you're coming for free, then he's won everything that he needs to win at Liverpool. Not being funny, he's the ass. Yeah. So why wouldn't you go to Madrid? I just think
it was quite funny after that game. Did you hear Roy Keane's comments?
Oh yeah, he said about Tranmere, didn't he?
He's definitely for Tranmere. That was.
Yeah, he said if you guys get he said
man was auditioning for Tranmere Rovers, and I think they tweeted back. Yeah. They retweeted back or whatever and said, "Oh no, we really got a left back. Or right back. We don't need one."
We don't need one.
Something to that effect. You know what I was trying to say. But I mean, look, it was a disastrous performance. It was an absolute disastrous performance. But listen, this window is going to be interesting.
Yeah.
We all, as you said, we all need players. We have to. I think with our Arsenal, Kivio will probably be the more realistic one that we'll probably try and get off the books. We're short. We're short on numbers, D. We're short on numbers, and we can't afford. Well, we're not a good selling club anyway, for a start. And now, people say, ESR went for whatever, and what's his name? Eddie Nketiah went to Crystal Palace and he's not even getting a game. Do you know what I'm going to say?
Yeah.
Apparently, we have got money to spend, but the noises and the things that the narrative and the voice that are coming out is that, we have to find the right profile player. What's the right player is a striker. Yeah? His job is to be in the area and bang the goals. That's the profile, man.
Yeah.
So unless you want the man to invert in the goalkeeper's position or something, I don't know.
Right. Because makes no sense, right?
These modern day managers like to complicate things. You understand?
Right.
Yeah, let's just go back to old school football. Yeah. I saw 2 games. Nuno Espiritu's team, Nottingham Forest. I mean, if that team, if they finish, in the top 4, is a big possibility. Some people say they reckon that they might tail off, but listen, they've got 40 points. They're on the same amount of points as us. It's only goal difference that's separating us. Yeah, that's fantastic what he's done with them. Chris Woods, 12 goals. Yeah, I think he's got the 5th highest goal scorer in the league. They've got people, a balanced midfield. They've got a very good defense, good goalkeeper, and they. I think if I remember rightly, Jamie Carragher said they're actually the best transition team in Europe in terms of counter attack.
Right. Yeah.
You know what I mean? He's doing a fantastic. He's took them right. He's took that team who Steve Cooper almost got them relegated.
Right?
Spending so much money on them. He's took them last season. They finished 17th above the relegation zone, and now he's taken them to 3rd place. That's what I call a manager, mate.
Yeah. And you go to Forest, and they just stay disciplined.
Yeah.
And play their football. So it's like you can't even knock it.
I mean, Liverpool go to them in their next game, so that's going to be a real interesting game. And remember, Nottingham Forest have already gone to Anfield and beaten them.
That's right. They're the only team to beat them at Anfield this season.
That's right. Yeah.
Right, there you go. So I think I froze there. I'm back. So like it's mad. It's mad, Norm. And like I say, tip my hat to Nuno. Alanga, these guys are playing some good football, man.
Yeah,
Alanga, the way they're running that team with pace.
Yeah.
Did
you see when Ossadoi went down? This is the Wolves game. I think it's Doherty, whatever. Left him for dead, man.
It's like Bambi on ice, you know what I mean?
Yeah. Unbelievable. But look. Yeah, we're the other half now of the season now. Arteta needs to buck his ideas up. Stop blaming footballs. Yeah. We play on Sunday. We need to bounce back. Licking our wounds at the moment. You're coming to town, and then in a month's time, we then go to Newcastle to try and turn over a 2-0 deficit, which I don't think we're going to do. Yeah. And I think we go out of that cup. So it's vitally important that this Sunday we do something, because if we lose Sunday, the fan base is going to go crazy, my friend. Yeah,
the fan base is going to go crazy. Us as well. If we come like with our inconsistent form, if we come there and do something, your fan base will lose their mind. Right. If we come up, they will.
Bro, I ain't gonna live that one down, brother. I ain't gonna live that one down. Yeah. But listen, let's just quickly finish with. Just add this to the thingy. Right, so this is what's going on. Fantasy Prem shout out. Big D does this every week. There's a number of us in there. Malcolm X, she's quite happy with herself on 7th place.
Yeah, she's doing well. Her and my brother climbed the table really well, man. You'll see John Daly acknowledging me FC, Malcolm X in 6th and 7th. Shout out to Simon Jones. He's cooking, man. 1,300 points now.
Wow.
I'm trying to catch him, though. I'm doing my best, mate.
Yeah.
But I just literally pulled 1 point back from him, which was 81. So, where are our boys? We got Ez in 12th. Man. Andy and Chile. Sorry, Chile and Kofi is still popping up the league, mate. 16th and 17th. They haven't broken 1,000 points.
What Kofi's worried about is his team at the top. That's what he's worried about.
Exactly. Yeah, so he wants to win the other way.
I think he's tapped out. He's tapped out on this.
And let me see. Who's our high scorer there? Yeah. Our highest point scorers were 80. No, 81. That's me.
81. That was you.
That was me, mate. Yeah. I thought someone scored more than me there, but no, that's me.
Yeah.
Oh no, and
I think last week, Jake. I think last week, Malcolm X.
87. Andy had 87. He he won't let me. Will it let me? Like, won't let me scroll. Will it?
No, he wants to. No.
He had 87. But he's still, like I say, he's still propping it up with Kofi on 995, so it's way off the pace. But yeah, obviously Simon Jones breaking the 1300 point, so he's pressing. I got to keep chasing, see if I can catch this guy.
Yeah,
because I don't see me winning the other league that we're doing, so I've got to win this one.
I'm gonna share that now. Right, so this is
struggling.
Well, actually, not too bad. You've made a little bit because there was a point where you was on a stinker of a run.
Yeah, absolute stinker.
Yeah, but you kind of pulled yourself back, and you'll be surprised when I share this with you because remember this is game week 20. So for the time that we did our
we haven't been on.
It was 4 games, right? So this is game week 20. Chile does have a game in hand because he.
Okay, yes, that's right. He had postponed one, didn't he?
Predicted the Liverpool
Everton, wasn't it? Liverpool Everton,
yeah. Liverpool Everton. So let me just quickly share that. So here we have it, people. Let me see if I can make that big.
Well, I got 2 blues, thank God.
Yeah, man, because you was on holy
relegation form, Norm. Relegation form.
So listen, right now, you and Chile are joint 4th.
Yeah,
and no, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5th and 6th. Is that right?
Yeah.
Oh no, sorry.
Right.
I'm looking. You know what I'm doing? I'm looking at. Sorry, you're joint 4th and 5th. Yeah. On 10 points.
He's got a game in hand on me. You got the game in hand on me.
But yeah, Chile's got the game in hand, right? So so obviously this weekend is FA Cup, so we don't actually have to predict. It's FA Cup weekend, so it'll be the following week, game week 21.
Well, 21. I need a green in 21, Norm.
Yeah, Kofi.
I need a green.
Kofi on 24 points.
Kofi's
what I mean?
Cooking, boy.
He got a green. He got another green during that period.
And then 3 blues.
He predicted tell a lie. No, yeah, he did, but I can't remember which one it was. But I know Chile predicted a 4-1 win with Man City.
That's right. So
the green, that was in game week. That's 17, 18, 19, 20, 17, 18, 20. So game week 17.
Yeah.
And that was the same for Kofi. Kofi in game week 17 predicted the correct score and outcome. So I'm second, but way behind him, 9 points behind him on 15 points. And then Ez not doing so well with his club. And that reflects, Big D, if you think about it, that reflects on pretty much their
on their form. Yeah, because he's been sticking with Chelsea.
Ez only goes for Chelsea.
And the thing is, Norm, I've literally been picking home teams practically every game, the home team for whatever, and it ain't been working out. So now I got to look at it differently, in that sense, rather than just saying, right, they're at home, they should win this one, or they should at least get a draw. So, yeah.
But listen, people, appreciate everybody. Listen, before you leave out of this stream, go and share this with somebody. Hit the like button, subscribe on the road to 400. And thank you to those coming to the chat and have interacted with us. And we go again next week. Obviously, we won't be discussing Premier League games. It'll be FA Cup rounds and that. Hopefully, I'll be coming back with a smile on my face, and Big D will be like,
boy,
do you know what I
mean?
I
need something.
You need something, brother. Just, to keep the season alive, and we need to keep our season alive. And we need players, people. We need players. But people, please hit the like button. Subscribe and share if you are new. Because I haven't done this for a long time. I need to find where the thing is. Right, here we go. Subscribe and share if you're new. And listen, we're out of here. Take care. And
take care, guys.